Hello everybody, this is Alan from Gaming Instincts, and I'm narrating for Norberto Fleites Jr. While most gamers are busy with Marvel's Avengers Reassemble campaign, some are ready to take a break from the story and explore online. However, not everything is made clear upon loading the Avengers Initiative mode, as the game expects the campaign to have been played prior. It warns of spoilers if trying to play online before completing the main story. If players are at the point where Iron Man has already been unlocked in the campaign, the online won't hold any surprises. If not, the spoilers are minute regardless. Select the Avengers Initiative and ignore the spoiler warning. A brief cinematic will spoil a few early game moments, but nothing major. After the cutscene, players gain control of Iron Man and are sent to do a tutorial in the Homeroom. General instructions and gear tutorials are also present. After finishing, the entire war table is unlocked, the game's mission select, as well as all 6 heroes. There are slight drawbacks to skipping the campaign and diving right into multiplayer. The campaign introduces the hub worlds little by little, explaining where certain vendors are and showing how to locate and use functions like the war table, bank, and fabricator. The good news is they're all easy to locate and simple to use as long as players know where to look. The helicarrier is the first and main outpost, where you'll find the war table. Players spawn here and can use the console to select missions or quick play. The fabricator. After spawning in front of the war table, turn into the room on the right. The fabricator will create outfits from outfit tokens earned through gameplay, like Destiny's Engram system. The Shield daily and villain sector quests. Speak to Alessandra Morales on the second floor of the war table room. The bank. On the second floor above where the fabricator room is, the bank allows players to store any gear they wish to save. The hero selection terminal. Spawning at the war table, turn around and the terminal is in the room straight ahead. Vendors. Right after the hero terminal room, there are gear and outfit vendors in the hall leading back to the Quinjet and stairs. And the Shield faction vendor. After exiting the hallway, take a left and go down the stairs until reaching the hangar level. Take a left upon leaving the stairs and the Shield faction reputation vendor will be directly ahead. This one is hard to miss since the game directs here with an icon every time a faction rep reward is waiting. The anthill is a second outpost that can be traveled to at will. Players must go into a war table, select the Utah region, and hit travel to outpost at the bottom. Another option is to hold square, or X, over the Utah region itself. Upon arriving at anthill, players will find a war table, bank, hero terminal, and fabricator, just like on the helicarrier. An Inhumans daily bounty and weekly mission vendor. Speak to Sarah Garza near the character selection terminal. A gear vendor, in the main room to the right of the war table. And an Inhumans faction vendor. To the left of the war table, there is a corridor that can be taken to get to another room with Dr. Pym and the faction vendor. The other effect of starting the Avengers Initiative is the menu's Objectives tab will fill up with late-game quests, many of which are multi-step. Keep in mind these quests are otherwise locked until completing the campaign, but once unlocked, they can be progressed either online or in the campaign. In terms of time efficiency, even if playing the campaign first, it may be wise to pop into the online long enough to receive all the quests to at least start working on some of them. Marvel's Avengers is an RPG akin to Destiny in that the main goal is always better gear, as better gear leads to a wider range of completable objectives and in turn better loot. In Avengers, heroes level up individually as they earn XP. Each hero has a power rating correlated to the combined level of gear they're wearing. Power level is soft capped at 130, meaning no gear above 130 drops in the game. But pieces can be upgraded to 150. Hero level determines the access to different skill trees as well as the skill points to fill them out. Power level dictates how strong the player is in relation to their enemy. The higher a player's power is over an enemy's, the harder they hit, the less damage they take, and vice versa. Gear drops from enemies and loot boxes, and is rewarded for mission or quest completion, faction rep, or other systems. After finishing the Iron Man Harm tutorial, open the Missions tab under Objectives to find a slew of new quests to start. Go for the iconic hero quests as soon as possible, as they reward decent gear and costumes. Note that some iconic hero chains involve missions from the Reassemble campaign or completing it altogether. There will also be easy starting quests requiring players to talk to Sarah Garza, the Shield daily bounty NPC, and afterwards directing the player to talk to all the NPCs at Anthill. Be sure to visit Alessandra Morales and Sarah Garza every day to pick up their 8 bounty quests and villain sector quests, or dungeons. These don't cost anything, and there's no penalty for leaving them uncompleted. Most of them will complete automatically through regular gameplay, providing a nice chunk of faction rep and other rewards. Once accepted, they can be found and tracked in the Objectives tab under Assignments. Each hero has 2 daily and 2 weekly challenges on rotation, which are tied to their challenge card. The card works as a seasonal pass and is leveled up by gaining challenge points with the respective hero. Leveling up the card provides cosmetic items such as emotes, name cards, costumes, and more. Completing challenges rewards challenge points. Current challenges can be found either under the Challenge Card tab or the Objectives tab under Challenges. Keep an eye on the mission log and use the X or A button to track the current mission. Sometimes players will find Step 2 of a mission involves performing a bunch of things they've already done before, so it's best to actively complete any quest steps as soon as possible. Do this mission. Quests should be done immediately, while get X amount of kills with Y can be left in the background to auto-complete through regular gameplay. There is a mission called Vault Quest, which involves finding a hidden shield cache. These caches can be found within the Stark Realties and Breakout missions. Players must look around the map until the radar scanner appears on screen and follow it to the location of the vault. Once the vault is opened, a loot chest within grants access to the vault mission on the war table. In power level 130, the only way to increase power further is to use resources to upgrade gear to 150. The resource cost can be steep, so it's best to avoid upgrading any gear below power level 130. Sometimes purple or legendary gear will have perks that are too powerful not to use, in which case players should upgrade just enough to unlock the desired perk, but no more. Gear is simply replaced too frequently to be worth upgrading so early in the game. Use Homerooms by selecting them from the war table under the Helicarrier region. Here players can hone their skills with each hero and practice on waves of enemies with increasing levels of challenge. Each character has a Homeroom tutorial as well as various challenges to complete afterwards. If a mission's level is too high for your current character, try lowering the difficulty to challenge level 1. The rewards stay the same and progress will count for completion of any mission, including the iconic hero chains that involve higher level missions. If a challenge level 1 is too difficult, players should tackle some easier missions to easily boost their power to the appropriate levels. The game can be played with 3 AI teammates, which use whatever gear and abilities players have unlocked for the heroes. While the AI is alright in a pinch, it can be detrimental to the experience, such as when Thor uses his ultimate on a single standard soldier. The game is meant to be played with a team, and doing so will make everything more efficient. When starting a mission, players can press up on the D-pad to use Tactical Vision, which will stay activated until a short time after players begin to move. Tactical Vision will show optional objectives such as enemy battles or depots. Players will be tasked with eliminating a group of enemies, unlocking doors by shooting targets, meleeing objects, hacking, or even smashing. If playing solo with a strong character such as Hulk or Thor, players can smash through breakable doors but are unable to hack. Characters such as Iron Man and Black Widow can get past hackable doors but not breakable ones. Yet another reason to play with teammates is the AI will not open doors for players. This has been Gaming Instincts. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any awesome gaming content. Check out our website at gaminginstincts.com, and you can find us live on trovo.live/gaminginstincts for 8 to 12 hours of streaming goodness starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.